off, we're going to start with the incredible Kathy Cupkit from Bel Air Mommy.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here with us today. So we saw the movie this weekend, and the first thing that I thought of was magic can happen at any given time. What is it that you would like your audience goers, after watching the movie, to learn and walk away with? And what was your favorite scene?
Oh, wow. I would think that I would like the viewers to walk away with the idea that nature is really beautiful, and how healing nature and friendship and just being, part of it all can really heal a person. My favorite scene was towards the end. It was a stream, and we had to swim in a stream, and it was really cold on a really hot day. And yeah.
I think probably. I think it would be good for like the audience to walk away with, people can really grow and change, and that's really cool, and it's possible. And I think, again, similar to Eden, my favorite scene was probably the last one, which was when it was really, really, really hot and we were in that lake, and it was just, very fun, very cool.
Okay. Next up, we're going to have Jennifer from Real Mom of SFB.
Hi, everyone. I watched the movie over the weekend, loved it. I wanted to ask the both of you, you had several scenes with Colin Firth. What was it like filming those scenes? Was it a little intimidating acting against such an established actor?
I would say it was really, really, really fun. He's just genuinely really nice. Obviously very good at what he does, but yeah, he was really sweet, and he didn't make us feel intimidated at all. I don't think it was a good time.
Great.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, he's quite a very down to earth guy. When I first heard that I'd be working with him, it's like, wow, that's crazy. But after meeting him and everything, he's just a lovely man. He makes me feel very comfortable. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, our next questions will be from Christina and her adorable kids from the Patrizios.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Are you ready, Carter? Number 6. Okay.
Hi, my name is Carter, and this is Kimmy and I's question. How did you create magic in your everyday life?
How do you create magic?
Yeah, how do you?
How do I create magic in my everyday life? I think just going outside, being with friends and with family, it's the most magical thing you can do, I guess.
It's a very good question. I think I'd probably say similarly to Eden, I guess, people who make you feel good, and like your friends and family, they're kind of magic, I guess. I don't really know.
Thank you. We loved the movie. Thank you.
Okay, our next question is going to come from Melissa Northway from Dandelion Women.
Hi, you guys. I absolutely loved the movie. It was fabulous and so magical. I wanted to know, did you guys have like a favorite day on the set? Not necessarily a scene, but it's always good to hear like the backstories that maybe the moviegoers might know, something funny that might have happened on the set.
I don't know if I could pinpoint one specific day, but I know not the best answer, but like I think the overall experience of it, because the weather was genuinely so good, which is quite rare in England, and it was so nice, and just I know this is really corny, but like it felt like a big family, and everyone got on really well with each other. So I think the whole experience, especially going to the gardens when we weren't on like a studio, I think that whole part of it was really good. Yeah,
that was one of my favorite scenes, when you guys were running through the garden, and it was all the flowers and things were blooming. Yeah, that was so cool. Okay, thank you. And then how about you?
It's hard to pinpoint a day. I had a great experience on the set, but like Dixie said, moving on to being part of nature, the sets were beautiful, really. Just, so yeah, I think I'd agree with Dixie.
Very cool. Well, thank you. Thanks, you guys. It was just so wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, our next question is going to come from Candy from Candy Palooza.
Hi guys, congratulations on the film. We loved it. Tell me about the first day on set for you.
Wow, that's a long time ago. First set, well, we spent some time doing some rehearsals with, getting the cast together, just getting comfortable with everybody and everything. But first day on set, I think it was in a studio, I think in Pinewood, and it was I think for me it was in my bed, so we were in like this very, very hot at the time because of the lights and the weather in this room. It was I had to spend all day in a bed, so yeah.
So yeah, like Eden said, we had a whole bunch of rehearsals before. So, obviously the people who were like the cast knew each other kind of. And obviously we knew the director and everything. But I don't actually remember what the first scene I did was. But I do remember it was really nerve-wracking because like there's a whole bunch of crew, right? Like people behind the camera, people doing all that sort of stuff, which I obviously didn't know, and it was quite daunting, but it was fine because they were all really nice. I mean, thankfully, yeah. So it was just a good experience.
Okay, our next question is going to come from Megan from Jaw Monkey.
Hi. So I'm curious to know if there were any on-site locations that you guys had a favorite for, outdoor locations that were your favorite.
I think, oh yeah, there was a place that we went to and it was called Tree Bar, right? And it had, that was probably my favorite. It was like this big garden. It was so nice, and it had like all this like big gunnera, which is like a type of plant, but yeah. And it was really pretty, really fun. I hadn't seen anything like it, to be fair. And there was like this little mini, I think it was like a private beach at the end, which was so nice. And yeah, that was probably my favorite. I really liked it, and the weather was really good. So
yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, we had to get tutoring on set because we still have to go to school and everything. And I remember tutoring on the beach, which was a new experience for me. But yeah, I'd agree with Dixie. That was a good day. Yeah.
Not a bad location for taking school lessons.
yeah.
Thank you.
Megan, I have to say your backdrop is stunning. Nice work. The next question is going to come from Christy from Running on Pixie Dust.
Everyone, and I'm here with my son. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Brody.
And we really enjoyed watching the movie this weekend. And my question, Secret Garden is obviously, it's been around for a long time, lots of different adaptations on stage and in film. What made you interested in auditioning for the role? What drew you to the film?
I think that it was a new take on the Secret Garden, and Mark had this vision from the beginning to make it quite almost kind of a dark kind of feeling at the beginning, and just that really comes through, and it goes from being quite bleak to really beautiful towards the end. And I think that was something that reading the book I got from it. So that's why I took part in it.
Yeah, I think I'd probably say like basically the same as Eden, similarly to him. Like the script was just really good, it was really cool. And I think even though it's not exactly like the book, they got a really good balance of making it enough like the book so that you could recognize the story, but giving it a little bit of a modern twist. I don't really know, but yeah, I just liked it.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Okay, our next question is going to come from Melissa from the Mommyhood Chronicles.
Hi, we watched the movie this weekend and we loved it. I was just wondering, what life lessons would you want your young readers to take away from this movie? And it was beautiful, by the way, the whole movie.
Like I said, I think that just the real beauty and power of nature and the people around you, and that people, you know, aren't always as they seem at first. I think that you have to kind of get to know them to see the other side of them.
Again, I'd say I kind of agree with Eden, like just the importance of nature and like protecting it, and the importance of friendship and stuff, because, you know, that's like a big part of the film, and how people can grow and change in good ways, like positive ways. But yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, our next question is going to come from Shay and the adorable Raya from Popcorn and Tater Tots.
Hi, you guys. So this question is for Eden, and we wanted to know, was it difficult playing the role of Colin, and is it easier or harder to act while you're laying in bed?
It was quite hard to play the role of Colin because it was a new, you know, I was a little bit younger when I was shooting it, and I had to be, you know, act as if I was, you know, physically disabled. So it was a tough challenge, but I had a really good movement coach called Alex, and she really helped me, you know, kind of get into the mindset and how Colin would be. I think it was harder to do a scene sitting down just all the time, but, you know, I had Mark Munden and everyone who helped me overcome that challenge and kind of, yeah, pull me through it.
Awesome, thank you.
Did you guys have a follow-up for anything for Dixie?
Yes, Raya does. Go ahead, Raya.
My question was how was it working with Eden?
It was good. I mean, I don't want to go too overboard, but he was nice enough, you know, decent. It was good fun, to be fair. I'm not trying to be funny, but, you know, it's kind of, usually, I guess, if you're on set, there's a lot of adults, right? Which is fine. Adults are really cool, but it's sometimes nice to have people your age. And so, you know, I mean, I consider him a friend. Don't know if you consider me one, but, you know, yeah, no, it was good fun, to be fair. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, because yeah, I agree with Dixie. Working alone, you know, just with adults is quite hard. So it was, you know, nice and refreshing to work with people our age. It was good.
Thank you.
Risa, Ari, I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
For Dixie.
Hold on one second, Kathy.
Okay.
Kathy, we're not done quite yet, but go for it.
I wanted to know what drew you to the characters, why you wanted to play these characters.
Oh wow. I think because Colin was quite a challenging character. You know, he was suffering a little bit from depression, I think, and you know, I'd love to, you know, I just wanted to do my take on it because you know, the film and the book, Secret Garden story, it tackles, you know, quite challenging subjects, like kids' story. And I think it does it really well, and I'd love to like you know, work with that.
I guess I'd say for me, I don't know, I think Mary was kind of complex. Obviously starts off as a very unlikable person, but I think, you know, throughout the film, she shows change, hopefully, and, you know, she grows and into a better person, or into a more nicer, more positive person, I guess. So yeah, I think just her whole overall like emotional journey kind of is quite enticing, I guess. I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay, our next question is going to be from Tessa Smith from Mama's Geeky.
Hello, how is everyone? We loved the movie. My daughter Lori wants to ask a question.
Was it scary to film the fire scene, and was the fire real?
Okay, so very good question. The fire scene, I mean, yes, so some of the fire was real, which is really cool. Kind of scary, but really cool. But it basically, it basically added to like the whole atmosphere, you know what I mean? So it was like easier to act scared, like if you kind of get what I'm saying. So it made it feel a lot more real, which obviously the fire was real. But yeah, kind of scary, but also quite fun, to be fair.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, our next question is going to be from Janice from the Mommy Blog Expert.
Okay. First of all, you both were amazing, and I wanted to ask a little bit more about your character, because both of you come from very like misfit kind of off characters, and how did you relate to those characters, and what did you bring from your real self to your character in that regard?
I think what I took from my character. I think that that I took the part because it was quite unlike myself, and I like challenge. So I think that's why.
I think probably for Mary, I mean, to be honest, she's quite different from me, you know. She is orphaned, which thankfully I'm not, but she's got I guess I would relate to her in the sense that I don't know, I think she probably, by the end at least, she appreciates friends and what it's like to have friends, and you know, she appreciates the people around her, which I hope I do too, I suppose. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great. Our next question is going to come from Angela from Queen Bee Latina.
Hi, good morning, guys. Thank you for being with us. I have to say the imagery in this movie is absolutely stunning. Were there any obstacles in working with CGI in terms of like the character? Was it hard to get in a character? What was it like being in, you know, working? And is it your first time working in a CGI film?
So, oh.
Do you want to go
Okay. Okay. I guess what I'd say to that is basically it wasn't that difficult because the majority of the film is not CGI. Like the gardens themselves, I mean, again, like I've said a million times before, the weather was really good, so that obviously helped. But they were genuinely just so pretty and so like amazing in real life that since there wasn't that much CGI, it wasn't difficult like to act amazed by how pretty it was, I suppose. Yeah.
I think that you know, being in a scene just with everybody acting in it, you know, it feels like you are there in that moment. And for the CGI bit, yeah, a lot of it was real life, but some of it was CGI. So people, they would genuinely there'd be a man shaking a plant whilst we're shooting a scene. Yeah, but it was good.
Thank you.
Ari might be frozen. Sorry about that, you guys. Let's go to Lynette Fernandez from Fantastic Life.
Hi, I just want to say you guys did an amazing job in your characters. We love the film as a family, so thank you for that. So I'd like to know how being in this film has helped shape you as a person or as an actor.
I think it was one of the first projects for me that I did, and just learning from everybody else, because we had to work with some great people like Jack Thorne and Mark Munden and Colin and Julie and everyone. It was brilliant cast and crew. So I think just learning off the people around us and just, you know, getting general knowledge about cinema.
Yeah, I'd say similarly, you know, I mean, it was the first one where I was like, I don't know, the main character, and that was quite a big thing, you know. I do think that, again, like Eden said, we got to work with so many crazy, amazing people like Colin and Julie and Mark and Eden, you know. But yeah, it was, I think I learned a lot, you know, I'd say. Um, and it was just, I don't know, I think it was just a really good experience for me.
Thank you.
Okay, our next question is from Tanya for Lola Lamb Chops.
Hi, I'm gonna pass this one over to one of my daughters, Morgan.
Hi. All right. I love when Mary says, "I'm no lady, sir," and that she's a strong female character, even though she faced a lot of adversity. She's also a great storyteller. Who are some of your favorite storytellers?
I don't really know. Like, as in like books, or I don't know, it's a good question though. I guess I don't think there's like a specific person, but I guess watching movies and watching TV, like in itself, in general, you has some great storytelling. I don't know, but yeah, good question.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, we have a few minutes for a couple follow-up questions. Do we have anybody that's got a few follow-ups? Okay, Mama's Geeky, you're up.
She's so excited. So this is my other daughter, Ivy. She wants to know.
What was it like working with the dog?
Oh, yeah, Fozzie was one of the most well-trained dogs that we ever worked with. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, his name was Fozzie, and he's amazing. I think, my opinion, he stole the show, not gonna lie. But yeah, it was so fun. You know, I mean, obviously we all love dogs and everything. And yeah, it was just, he was so sweet. I miss him. But yeah, it was really good fun.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Do we have, let's see, Tanya from Lola Lamb Chops has another one.
I have a question. What advice do you have for kids that want to get into acting?
I don't know. I'd say, I know it's probably kind of cliche, but I guess if you want to do it, then just have a go, because, you know, no one's gonna judge you for it. Like, it's not, just do it, you know, just like, don't even worry about it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then that's okay. But yeah, I'd say just go for it, and you know, you got nothing to lose. See what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think just go. Acting is, I think, a lot of it is luck, and you know, we were very lucky to be part of this project. But you know, like a few years ago, I was in that same position, wondering how I get into acting. But I just, you know, looked up an agent and just auditioned, and you know, here I am. So
great, thank you.
And then Lynette from Fantastic Life has another follow-up.
So if you had a secret garden, what would that look like?
If I had a secret garden, I think I'd try and make it emulate what the film, the one in the film. I think I'd have a body of water of some sort, because that's a big part, and just as many trees and flowers as possible. Try and make it as beautiful as possible.
I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't thought about that. I'd just try and get a whole bunch of stuff in there, like all sorts of things. You can have like a swimming pool, a jacuzzi, you have you've trees, well, obviously, like maybe a trampoline, you know, lovely stuff. You get a whole bunch of things, but I haven't really put that much thought into it yet. That's a very good idea.
Sounds good, thank you.
Okay, and our last question is going to come from Shay and Raya from Popcorn and Tater Tots.
Okay, go ahead, Raya.
My question was, have you read the book, and which one do you like more, the book or the movie?
I found out after I read the book with my sister over the winter, and well, I really enjoyed it. I watched the movie as well, but I think the book was just captivating, I think, and yeah, I prefer the book.
I'd say, so yeah, I read the book when I was like 7. It was one of the first proper books I read, so yay. So I already knew the story pretty well. I don't know, even though I might be slightly more biased towards the film.
Well, thank you guys.
I don't know.
No, sorry. I just cut out for a second. Keep going.
Oh, I don't know if I could pick between them, if you know what I mean? Because they're kind of different, but like, you know, both lovely in their own little ways. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys all so much for your time. I know it's late in the UK, so thank you to Edan and Dixie for staying up. And thank you to all of you for being around here and just taking your time to spend some time with us and talk about The Secret Garden. Just a reminder for everybody, it comes out on premium video on demand this Friday, August 7th. And, you know, we obviously have artwork for you and activity guides, and it's such a wonderful movie. So thank you for spreading the word to everybody and all your followers across all your platforms. Thank you all so much. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Cheers.